Hello people out there and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Seek Your Purpose. This is your host for the show, Mayank Sehra. 2023 has been a phenomenal year. I happened to witness a lot of newness, a lot of ups and downs this year, and I experimented a lot, which paved the way for a new version of me. Yes, I missed out on a lot of planned things as well, but I have 2024 in place to ensure that I live up to my expectations of creating an amazing dent in the universe, my friends. So before we jump in to what I have planned for 24, what's going to be my power of 4 in 2024, it's truly important. I make you all go through some of the highlights of the year that 2023 was for me. So in 2023, I decided to follow a power of 3. And these were creating a purposeful life, choosing between growth and comfort, and anything can wait but health. And here are top 10 highlights from the year. Number 1. I suffered a heartbreak after so many years. A meeting that was completely unexpected with this beautiful soul has its own fate. We met, we socialized, we built conversations over a lot of things as well. But the heartbreak, it just happened. And the heartbreak paves the way for 3 new episodes at the beginning of 2023. And you know what? She is one of my good friends now. Second one. So with the onset of 2023, I lost my grandfather. But at 89 years of age, the man lived his life to the fullest. He traveled and covered the entire nation, entire India, and even the neighboring countries. He raised 4 children and was blessed enough to share his blessings on 6 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild as well. But the day I saw his materialistic body resting on woods and burning into flames, I made a pact with myself that Mayank, be brave, be bold, and act unapologetically in nature. Although we lost a great soldier, Tataji rest in peace, but yes, all your learnings and your teachings will stay with us throughout our lifetime. Number 3, we bought a new house for us. Yes, buying a house wasn't easy and it was hell of a lot of a difficulty for my parents to convince me to do so. So we searched and researched a lot, nearly months and years, before we finally landed up on this place that vibed well with us all in one go. And I could experience the entire sunshine throwing upon me and the place throughout the day. It's amazing. The 4th one, I built conversations with gorgeous souls whom I met for the first time, and they were completely unknown to me. We met, we initiated talks and built conversations that lasted for hours. So there's one guy named Mr. Akash Gupta, a Merchant Navy official whom I met on my journey from Dehradun to Delhi on Vande Bharat Express. We got so much intrigued by our life journeys that we spent almost 5 hours in conversations. We bonded over Merchant Navy, armed forces, politics, geopolitics, spirituality, going the extra mile to build a relationship with your life partner, parenting, overseas travel, and of course, running marathons. Wow. The 5th one. I discovered a new version of Mayank that was completely beshak, befikr and bindas. I discovered an undying love and my natural inclination towards running. So I've been running for the past few years, but I wasn't regular at it. But this year, I kept on pushing myself while seeking timely inspiration from a lot of people, a lot of things, and covered 1,050 kilometers in my 151-day streak this year. A 151 running streak this year. So I ran 7 times 10K runs, participated in 4 running events, missed going on 1, which I really feel bad about. And I really developed dhairya and kritagyata, which means patience and perseverance as a human. So if someone asks me why do you run or what is the best takeaway that you have while running for so many kilometers, I would completely say it's just 2 things, dhairya and kritagyata, which means patience and perseverance as a human. Number 6, saying yes to impromptu travel plans. They made me witness the best view of 2023, which was in Dev Prayag Sangam. It's 70 kilometers away from Rishikesh in Uttarakhand. So my friend Jay and I, we embarked on a 2-day official rejuvenated trip from Delhi to Rishikesh and created memories of a lifetime. So I saw the amalgamation of river Alaknanda with Bhagirathi, leading to the formation of holy river Ganga. And this was the best thing I came across recently. Serenity and peace is what I experienced on the trip. Number 7, I meditated a lot this year. So a cumulative 87 hours this year, which is almost 2 times with what I spent last year. And I feel meditation is like a guiding light to your inner self. It guides you to meet and experience your real, raw self. It's crude, it's raw, it's authentic, it's vulnerable, it's romantic, and it's brave. Number 8. So getting an inch forward in my spiritual journey. So I associate with spiritual organization DJJS, which is Divya Jyoti Jagriti Sansthan. I reunited with them again, and we happened to witness an amazing transformation within me. With this, I was blessed to witness the journey of Lord Shri Krishna for 2 days ago while being in the service of humanity. So there was an event which was continuous for 2 days. I happened to be volunteering in the event while I saw the happening of Shri Krishna and the amazing life lessons he taught to the humanity while sitting at the front desk. Wow. Number 9, the count of books I read was lesser than what I read last year. So this year the count stands at 8, while it was 13 in 2022. But this year I widened my genre of reading, and I've read some amazing read, namely Do It Today, Do Epic Shit, The Power of Thoughts, The Courage to Be Disliked, Death, Losing My Virginity, So You Want to Start a Podcast, and Mindful Zen Habits. So a lot of genres, a lot of new authors, a lot of learning, a lot of perspective from different people from different countries. And I'm loving it. And to be honest, there was one point of time when I was reading 4 books side by side. And the last one, coffee. Oh my god, the love of coffee was immense throughout the year. You know what? I nearly spent 25,000 this year in just sipping a cup of coffee in cool cafes. Wow. Although with this, I also discovered some of the nice ambient places around me. The taste and comfort of a beaten coffee prepared at home was unmatched. Yes, a lot of coffee dates, a lot of uncounted conversation, a lot of great soul connectivity and vibe were involved in this. But again, yes, 25,000 it hurts. But okay, it's all the experiences that we all living for this lifetime, right? It's the experience that we have got. And yes, I've experienced some of the cool cafes I'll definitely share with you in another episode of this podcast, which I'll specially create just to share cool cafes in India you must try. At least to have a cup of coffee. So these are some of the main highlights that I experienced in the year 2023. So taking a cue from this year, let's level up our game in 2024 with the power of 4. Number 1, eating what's right. It's to level up my running game. Number 2, weaving travel threads to keep the Avara traveler in me alive. Number 3, upgrading skill set, the much required to level up in the game. Year on a year, things are changing, so you must change. Develop new skill if you don't have, create new skills if you don't have, embark on new journeys if you haven't been to. And the number 4 is content with a purpose. I believe that my belief, my knowledge, my experience, and the amalgamation of all these things, it must reach out to many. Because you never know, कब कहाँ किधर किसको तुम्हारा ये ज्ञान जो तुम बांट रहे हो पसंद आ जाए. So you never know. So this power of 4, it summarizes all the plans that I have for 2024. And you know what? I have prepared a keynote presentation on the manifestation board for the year 2024. This is for the first time that I have done this. I've actually written down all the manifestations that I really want to experience and complete in this year. I'm not binding it to any timeline or something like that, but I'm just doing it just to make sure that at least you have some parameters to go and check mark by the end of the day, or by the end of the month, or by the end of the quarter, or by the end of the year, right? It's better to be prepared rather than, just walking in unprepared for the next year. So yes, dhairya and kritagyata, which means patience and perseverance. I'm in love with the word dhairya. Wow, that's a really nice name. So dhairya and kritagyata, which means patience and perseverance, are what will serve as chariots for the major 4 areas where I'll be working on this year. So I wish, I hope, and I deeply have a deep dying trust that 2024 is going to be bigger, better, and bolder for everyone. But that will only be made possible if we do our part. करोगे तभी बढ़ोगे, otherwise सिर्फ ज्ञान और ख्याल देखते रहोगे जनाब. So think, learn, teach, and reach. That I recently got an idea from Jay Shetty's conversation with Vishen in his Mindvalley podcast. Think, learn, teach, and reach. These will be the building blocks for me in the coming year. So wishing you all a purposeful year 2024. Let's go out, play our heart, and win this year. Cheers, and have a great year. Take care. So that's what I've got for you in today's episode. An episode which was duly created with love, hope, faith, passion, compassion, and a sense of gentle reminder to tap. So if you feel connected with my perspective at any point of time, then drop in your comments on the podcast app you're listening to. You can even drop me a mail at officialseekyourpurpose@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn at MAYANKSEHRA. That is Mayank Sarah. So I'll be looking forward to your messages. So hey self, happy 30s. So let's create a life which we are extremely proud of creating, living, and thus giving it back to the society in the most genuine way. Cheers. I'll see you in the next episode.